What's in my camera bag for 2026? What's going on, guys? So since 2025, so much here has changed and I'm really excited to share it all with you. Starting off with the bags, this is the one thing that really hasn't changed. My everyday bag is still the Brevity Jumper. It's my go-to. It's super comfortable, it's easy to carry, it's small. It pretty much just gets the job done with everything that I need it to. I've got my compartment for my camera gear. I have a compartment for just anything extra I need to bring, whether it's clothing or accessories or anything like that. It has a front pocket that stores all my filters and just any other small items, cables, charging items, things like that. It can hold a tripod, it can hold a water bottle, it can hold both if you strap the tripod to the bottom. Side access, so you can easily get your camera out. It's very sleek, very thin. That's one of the things that I really love about this bag as opposed to like any of the other ones that I've tried, is so many bags just make you look like a turtle. Like you have this giant thing on your back. This is just really nice. It looks like a normal backpack and it's just really comfortable. It's been my favorite bag since I started photography, so definitely check out the Brevity Jumper if you haven't already. Moving on to the travel bag, there's actually a funny story here. I was just telling my friend how I love the Brevity Jumper so much and I wish that they would just make a bigger version to carry more gear, because my gear has since expanded and also items have become bigger. So I wanted a bigger version of the jumper, and I just wish that they created it. So I purchased a different bag, didn't like it, returned it. I ended up with this guy here, and then the day after this arrived, Brevity announced that they have a Jumper Max coming out, which is essentially what I wanted, a bigger version of the jumper that will hold more gear. So I pre-ordered that, but they don't ship until July. So I needed something for my travels for the next few months, which leads me to this guy. This is the Manfrotto front loader, and I'm really stoked about a lot of features on this bag. The main thing obviously being that it can carry more gear, and I'm going to show you, this is here how I lay out everything that I need for travel and what I'll be pretty much using for the next 2 months. Besides being able to hold more gear, there's a lot of other really cool features that this bag has. It has this lock system that pretty much lets you lock all of these zippers together so that no one can access it. It's got the side access, it's got tripod holder, it's got pretty much everything that you need out of a backpack, just bigger. The only thing that I think that this bag is really missing is the slide through to put it on your luggage. I think that would have been a nice feature for this guy. And also the dividers on the inside, I feel like don't really fit as good as they could. I feel like they could be a little bit longer, because some of them that I have in here are like just barely holding on, and I don't really love that. So, all right, moving on to the cameras. I have the Sony a7 IV, 33 megapixel camera. It's got the nice little flip screen that everybody wants, 2 SD card slots, just absolutely incredible camera. I'm not gonna go into all the crazy specs about it, but it's just a workhorse. The quality is incredible and I couldn't be happier with the camera. I still have the Canon AE1 film camera. This really hasn't seen much love, honestly, lately. I haven't gotten to use it as much as I would like to, but I'm gonna change that in 2026. We're gonna use this guy a lot more. I also have 2 additional batteries and a charger, of course, for the Sony a7 IV batteries. Moving on to the lenses. Here is the 16-35 f2.8 version 2 from Sony. This is my absolute favorite lens at the moment. It's a workhorse. It's great for everything that I need it for. I use it for landscapes, I use it for concerts, I use it for portraits, I use it for pretty much everything. This is my absolute favorite lens at the moment. It almost never comes off my camera. It's actually since replaced my 35mm f1.4 from Sony, another G Master lens. This thing doesn't get used as much now because I have the versatility of the 16-35, so I just don't bring this one out so much. I will use it for if I want like a really buttery portrait with a lot of bokeh and I want to hit that f1.4, but because I have the versatility of this guy, this one just doesn't come out as often. It's kind of a shame because it's an amazing lens. The images that I've taken with this thing crush. So I gotta find a way to use this a bit more. I really do love this lens, and it was my favorite lens before I got the 16-35, so I definitely gotta find some use to hit that 1.4 a bit more often. Last but not least, we have the 70-200 f2.8 G Master lens. This is also the version 2. I use this for mostly wildlife, street photography, and concerts. Those are the 3 main ones, and I'm so glad that I bought this lens. The compression on it's incredible, and just the type of shots that you can get with it, especially in like a concert setting or anything like that that you wouldn't typically see. It just is amazing. Probably the most exciting upgrade from last year is the DJI Mavic 4 Pro with the Fly More combo. This thing is an absolute tank, and I know I say that about damn near everything, but it truly is a tank. The thing is massive, the controller is massive, just the whole thing is insane. But the craftsmanship is, it's just beautiful. This drone is pretty much the main reason why I had to upgrade my bag, because of just how large it is and how large the controller is. So I now have a larger travel bag just solely for the fact that this thing is massive. Pretty much the main reason for upgrading from the Mavic 3 Pro is the 360-degree gimbal. I was really tired of having to crop in on my images and crop in on my videos, and just the quality becoming absolute garbage from having to crop it to fit vertical for Instagram or anything like that. So having a gimbal that can now hit vertical on this drone is really exciting, especially at the image quality that this drone gives out. I've got this little Sony ECM B10 mic, and it's on my camera currently recording this audio, so that's why you're seeing the B-roll here. But I use this mic for pretty much any kind of vlogging content or just anything I need a little bit crisper audio. All right, let's talk about some lighting. So I've upgraded from my previous on-camera flash. I now have the Godox V863S. Please shorten the names of your items. But the main reason for upgrading this is I actually left for a tour in October shooting an artist, and I realized I left my flash home like an idiot. I don't normally like shooting concerts with flash, but I had to for this one because the venues were a bit smaller, the lighting wasn't as good, and also the band had stage lighting that I was fighting against as well. So to make sure that they weren't completely just blacked out silhouettes, I had to have some kind of on-camera flash with me. And this one works great. It's a nice little upgrade. It's got a cool little locking mechanism now that the old one didn't have, so can't complain about it. Okay, so this light also has a really funny story. This is my first off-camera flash that I've ever owned. It's a Flashpoint Explorer 300 Pro, and this light took a fall one day. The battery came out, and it was just, some piece came out from the inside, it's broken. Battery wouldn't stay in. I had to duct tape it for so long until I got tired of it and decided to get it repaired. So I sent it out to get repaired at Adorama in Utah, and the light never made it there. It was lost, and I contacted the post office numerous times, days on end of going back and forth with them, and they couldn't do anything for me. It was just someone lost it and they couldn't find it anywhere. So they ended up giving me like $119. And I'm sitting there like, this is $500 light, like that doesn't really help. So whatever, I took it as a loss, and I upgraded to the Godox AD400 Pro, which you might have seen in the last video that I made. This light is incredible. It's just a little bit of a bigger, better upgrade, and it's got a little bit more power. I like the screen on it too. The screen on here is awesome, as opposed to this little teeny one on the back of here. But anyway, so a couple months later, after purchasing the new light, I get an email from Adorama saying, hey, your repair's done. And I'm like, what do you mean? So I got on the phone with them, and I guess someone in the post office finally found it and delivered it, because I asked the guy at Adorama, I said, when did you receive this? He said, 2 days ago. So I'm like, there's no way. So I told them the story. They actually didn't even charge me for the repair because of how insane the story was. So thank you, Adorama, for that. But they sent it back, and I have my light again that I thought was lost into the abyss. So now I've got two flashes, and I haven't used them together yet, but now that I have them both, I want to try to experiment and just use some double lighting for things, and I think it'll be really cool. So yeah, another funny story. I still have this little Aputure RGB light. It's just really nice and small, and you know, it's a good accessory to have in case you need a little extra light somewhere or you want to pop a color. It's just really handy. It's magnetic, so you could stick it onto something. And yeah, just a handy little light. I got this cool little tube light from Neewer. It's the TL60, and it's just a fun RGB tube light. It's got all these different effects. You can strobe it and do things like that. So super cool light. You can see behind me, I have the bigger version of it. It's the TL90. The last piece of lighting gear that I want to show you guys is the Zhiyun X200 RGB light. This is actually a Christmas gift, and I haven't even gotten to use it yet, but I saw a video of Faye using this light and reviewing it, and it just looked super cool. So I'm really stoked to try it out on some portraits, have some pops of color in here. It's got to be plugged into a power source, but it actually has this cool little feature here pop off this little cover, which I'm very grateful that this has a cover and it's not just chilling. Very thought out. And you can hook up a V-mount battery to it. I got this small rig V-mount battery. And now you have just a portable light source. It's really cool, really thin, and I think it'll be really easy to kind of travel with this guy, so I'm stoked to use this. I'm still using my Apple MacBook Pro with the M1 chip. This is from 2021, and I don't really have too much to say about it. It's just great. Works good for what I need it for, just an editing machine. I've got this Samsung 4 terabyte solid state drive on there for editing and just storing all my photos. Almost forgot about this little guy. This is the GoPro Hero 9 Black. Another item that doesn't really get used all too much right now. I got this with the purpose of shooting POV street photography videos, and I haven't done even one of them yet because I really don't know why. I gotta do it. I gotta actually make one of those happen. But I've used this for a lot of underwater things lately. I brought it with me to Iceland and we went into hot springs, so I used this there. And then I also used it on a boat tour in Mexico. We went and did swimming with sea turtles. So I used this to capture a couple little pictures and videos from that. I've got the JBL Flip 6 speaker, and I use this pretty much for any kind of vibes on set if I'm shooting portraits or band photos or anything like that. Also, if I'm shooting content for a band, you need to have something for playback for the song. So this is very important to have. Going into the accessories, I've got this little prism. Got it on Amazon for like $15. And I really just use this for any kind of neon sign photography or any time I want any kind of little flares of something to make it interesting. Again, not something I use too often, but when the scenario calls for it, it's really great to have it. I've gotten a ton of filters since last year. I'm gonna start with my favorites. They're Polar Pro, and they're in collaboration with Peter McKinnon, who is an absolute legend, so thank you, Peter. The first one is the ND filter, and I want to also talk about how just incredible the packaging is on these. The box itself and the layout was just stunning, and even this, just like case for it, is just absolutely beautiful. I feel like these are really protected in here. It's a little hard to get out, I will say. Like, I'm struggling to get it out of the rubber at the moment. But this is the 6 to 9 stop version. Even just holding this compared to other ND filters that I've had in the past, the quality is just insane. Like, I feel like this thing is built really well as opposed to some other really cheap ones that I've had in the past. A lot of ND filters and just polarizers and any kind of filter in general, I've used some really cheap ones where it just causes weird discolorations or even just weird variations of lighting. It's just not good. So these were a little expensive. I think they were about like $200, which is a bit more than I've ever paid for a filter, but honestly it's worth it because the quality is just phenomenal. I've also got the circular polarizer here from Polar Pro as well. Again, insane packaging, insane quality. I use this just for anything that I want to cut reflections out of, maybe like a car windshield, or if I'm photographing a photo in a frame or something like that, and there's just crazy reflections, so I use this for that. Another Polar Pro ND filter, 69 stops, but this one's for the 35mm, so it's a 67mm thread. Again, packaging, insane. I don't know why the packaging is different because they're the same ND filter, but I like both of them. I think this packaging is really freaking cool too, so can't go wrong. All right, so part of me doesn't even want to talk about these filters because this company has been very crappy to me. Their customer service has been horrible. And I just don't really kind of stand with how they do things. But I'm going to talk about them because I have them, and I will probably still use these items because I own them. So we have the Halo filter, and this is really cool for portraits and for concerts. I don't even know how to really describe the effect that it gives, but it's just super cool. Kind of like swirls the edges all around the image, and this is a really cool effect. So it's definitely something that I'm going to use a lot. We also have the handheld Ghost filter. This is the 100mm Ghost, and this is really cool. I have a couple friends who have used this, and I've borrowed it a few times on music video sets for some portraits and behind the scenes photos. And it's just really cool how it just stretches the image and just creates this really sick, like, low opacity effect. So I really enjoy this. I'll be using this a good amount. That's what's in my camera bag for 2026. Thank Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really stoked on all these upgrades this year and just really excited to keep on making some content and giving everybody the best quality that I can. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.